Good morning, all, and welcome to History with R&R Live Radio Edit. So, how are you doing this morning, Jeff?
Radio edit? What's that? I'm doing okay. How are you?
Well, back in the 90s, back when I used to listen to radio, anytime that they changed the song or whatever, they'd have radio edit. When they edited the song for radio use because there was too much swearing, etc. Yeah.
Got it.
So this morning we were supposed to have Mark D with a C on this morning. Unfortunately, he's not feeling very well. We send all the best to Mark and his family. We hope for a speedy recovery and that we'll have him on soon. So I apologize. The show is going to be a little bit different than advertised, but we're doing it live. So first of all, I want to get out of the way a couple of hellos here in the chat. Welcome, Mrs. Canuck. Welcome, my love. I hope work isn't too annoying for you. Also, welcome, John DeMarco. Welcome, Mark the Infully Tired. Welcome, Jordan. Welcome, ICU. And did I miss anybody? Dadman Walking, Jedi Bill. And I think that's everybody. So, welcome all. Like I said, this is kind of going to be kind of by the skin of my teeth because I had planned for one show, but we're going to do another. So this is going to be kind of an update and kind of discussing things that are coming in the new year. Oh yeah, that's right. You have it off today. I'm so used to normal Mondays. I don't know. It's a holiday in the States, isn't it?
It is a holiday. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Okay, I'm Canadian. I don't know these things. You don't know our holidays. I pretend I don't know yours. It's all good.
Well, I know some of yours. I try to keep up.
Giving a month late. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, you're a month early. Come on.
That's funny. But on a more serious note, I want to thank everyone right out of the gate for all the support that I got when YouTube decided to be a jerk and took down the interview with Tino. Luckily, I got it back within 24 hours, so it wasn't that much grief, but still annoyed with that. And
you got it back really fast. I couldn't believe it. It was probably about 7-8 hours.
Oh, they are lucky they weren't within arm reach when I got home from the houses that night because I was ready to choke somebody out.
I could tell. I could tell right through your Twitter.
Yeah, I was not amused. I was really not amused. Or
at least you can laugh about it now.
Yeah. But it's back. It's been restored to its entirety. It was just weird because I got a message saying your channel, if you do this again, you will be struck and blah blah. You will count as a strike and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? How?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm confused.
Live
what
stream.
The hell? So I base and I didn't really do it. I just sent in the appeal. I went, at no time was there hate speech in this live stream. Please restore it. And by morning it was back up. So I guess it was false flagged or something. I don't know, but it just annoyed me. But moving on from that, so once again, thank you to everyone who showed support with that. I greatly appreciate it. But it is back up and still viewable, thankfully.
Yay! And all the comments are there.
Yes, for the first 6 hours after it came back up, it wasn't. But they have restored it in its entirety, and all the comments are back, and I'm happy. So, yay! Won that one. And also I want to, I guess because we don't really have a show today, I'm going to ramble on about some of the things we have up and coming. This month, probably late this month, early February, depending on how fast I can get the script written, we will have Midway, the radio show. I'm looking forward to it and dreading it at the same time.
Yeah, I know you don't want to write it.
No, that was Doom's department. Now it's my department. Yeah.
But you write so well in his style.
Yes. And this is going to be news to Jeff, so this should be fun.
Oh, okay.
Jeff's going to find out about this live. So, January the 22nd, which is this Saturday, there will be a special live stream. Originally, it was going to be at 1. That time has been changed. It's going to be at 4. Okay. Simply because Mrs. Doom can't make it till 4. And this live stream was more for her than for anybody else. So I went, not a problem. Not a problem. We'll move it. So it'll be at 4:05 Central. And it will be 1 year since we lost Doom as of January the 22nd. For those of you who don't know, Doom was my original co-chair, Richard Simpson. Unfortunately, last year, January the 22nd, he passed away suddenly of a heart attack. So it's been 1 year since we lost Doom, so we will have a memorial remembrance of Doom on Saturday, January 22nd at 4:05 Central. Mrs. Doom, his wife, will be here. And it'll just be us getting together and chatting and laughing and bringing up a memory or two. And I'm sure the short attention span theater will be brought up a few times. Which, for those of you who don't know, that was Doom's show on his channel.
Yeah, he did that Sunday nights, Monday mornings.
Yeah. So we will have that this Saturday. Their radio show will also be this Friday. Don't ask me what the topic is because I still haven't picked it.
Round table. Or round table.
Yeah, the round table. Also, Mr. CCTV apologizes. There was a mix-up in the schedule. That's why we didn't go live on Friday. Mr. CCTV will return not this Friday, but the following Friday. It's an interesting series I have on the channel for those who are new. Mr. CCTV served in the United States military as a fueler. He was deployed, I think it was 4 times. So we're going over his service and his memories and a couple of funny stories here and there, and just kind of verbally documenting his story. Mr. CCTV suffers from MS, so we're getting it done. We're getting it done now. And for those who don't know, Mr. CCTV stands for Conservative Christian. My brain just froze.
And unfortunately, I can't help you.
Yeah, my brain just froze. Oh, well, he'll tell me and then he'll laugh at me because my brain froze. But anyway, so we have that coming up into 2 Fridays from now. That show will return. But other than that, it's New Year. There'll be new opportunities for interviews and such. Well, since you do the schedule, Jeff, who do we have coming up within the next month?
Well, let's take a look here. So next week, let's see, that'd be the 24th of January. We have Stone Loki coming on.
Hold. Oh, okay. So John DeMarco saved my butt. Conservative Christian disabled veteran. Thank you.
There you go.
All right. Carry on.
So we have Stone Loki coming on next Monday. That'll be 11 o'clock. We're going to be talking about a certain German political party.
Oh, lovely. Yay. Maybe we'll get started too.
that one will be an interesting one. How we approach that and how we say certain things. So that'll be fun.
Wait 5 minutes and then you're good because then the bots go away.
5 minutes? Yeah. Is that all it takes is 5 minutes?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm going to go with.
Oh, okay.
And
I
within the
don't know if
first
that
2
quite
minutes of
works.
the show, we're going to completely throw that rule out the window too. I guarantee it. But no,
Probably.
that should be a really good show. Um,
Stone Loki is always interesting. So come for that one. That's going to be a great one. On the
mhm.
31st, we have Commodore Ty. I've been trying to get him on the show for a very long time. His work schedule just hasn't worked out to be on our show. We were going to do maybe a premiere with him, but he's going to be available for the live stream that day. So he hasn't picked a topic that he has told me about yet. So I'm hoping if Commodore Ty is out there, I need to talk to you. We need to get a topic for that, but I'm sure he's going to have an interesting discussion. His mother, I think, was a history teacher, so he knows quite a bit from his mom. So that should be an interesting show. Then we got some great things coming up in February. Zoe Kirk Robinson, if you've probably seen her on A Question of Trek. She's
Yes.
been on this show before. She's going to talk about Caesar and his
Oh,
failed
wonderful.
invasion of Britain. So I always like Zoe because she goes back further in time than most of us think.
Yes. Yeah.
So that should be a good show. And we have Conti coming on the following week, again from Question of Trek. And he's going to talk about something similar.
So we have the brains of the secondary brains of Question of Trek, and then we have the evil dictator of Question of Trek the following week. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Just want to make sure I have my facts there.
He's going to be talking about Napoleon. And,
Napoleon Bonaparte. I mean Bonaparte.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And where that certain German political party went wrong also in World War II.
Oh,
trying
lovely.
to invade Russia. So
yeah,
2 weeks in a row there, we got a similar topic.
In a way, and I'm kind of going to steal his thunder, but in a way, it's kind of funny because they kind of did a repeat in 42.
Exactly.
But yeah, and almost made the same mistakes. But you know, the old wonderful catchphrase, "Those who don't read history are bound to repeat it." The sad part is you can't say that in that case, which is weird, very odd. But anyway, moving on. We'll cover that on that day. So we have the shows coming up. Again, I want to apologize that we're not we're not as usual. We're not as prepared as usual. Again, I had a last minute change, so again, this show's kind
Things
of
happen.
Yeah. It's just me kind of rambling and trying to put a show together because I like to do something. If I say I'm going to be live, I'm going to be live, but I just roll with it.
I got to say, though, our community has been just fabulous coming on the show, picking a topic, discussing it. And we want to find anybody else that's out there that knows history, has a particular interest in a segment of history. If you want to be on the show, get a hold of me. You can find me on Twitter, on Discord. We'd love to have you on the show. Let's talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Do get in touch with Jeff. Jeff sets up all the stuff, and I just kind of roll with it. Between Jeff and Mary, they do the kind of the scheduling of everything, and Mary is Mrs. Canuck in the chat. They do the scheduling and that, and then I just kind of I roll with it or throw monkey wrenches in all of their plans. Because
I'm hoping to get Mark with the C. I'm sorry.
I was just saying how, you know, you guys make all these wonderful plans and then I throw monkey wrenches in them because I come up with this brilliant idea at like 2 a.m. and go, by the way, we're doing this. What?
Yeah, but then you don't come up with a round table topic. So there you go.
No.
So we're doing that on the fly.
Yeah, we'll do that on the fly.
I'm hoping to get Mark with the C back late February, maybe early March.
Yep.
Right in that time frame. So we'll talk about lunar landing and lunar modules and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that should be fun. And we just will forget about the one that went boom.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that too, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. Although I do think an interesting topic for the remainder of the show, just for fun, because I love throwing monkey wrenches in, is we know a lot about me. We don't know a lot about
Oh,
Jeff. Let's put Jeff on the spot.
you don't know. What do you want to know?
Well, if anybody watched the roundtable, we know Jeff likes space and stuff like that. What is your current thoughts of the space program?
Oh, well, I think it's good that we're getting these private industries more involved. I think that's going to make space travel cheaper. It's going to make these grand dreams of going back to the moon, getting a settlement there, maybe going to Mars, more of a reality. I don't think we could have done it just through the government, through NASA or the European Space Agency.
Were you?
We need.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just think we need to commercialize it more. It's going to make it cheaper and get people up there. Not just astronauts. We're all going to be astronauts or at some point in the future. So now we're talking future history here.
On a one-way rocket, but so were you initially okay with them retiring the shuttle program, or were you on the side of what the hell?
Well, we didn't have something to replace the shuttle program. That was my biggest problem with retiring it. Now, I understand there were some safety issues, but you're always going to have safety issues with something that scale.
Yeah,
you're always going to have potential catastrophic failure, and we had 2 of our shuttles that did unfortunately not make it. But yeah, I was not in favor of retiring it at the time, because then we were relying on other countries to get us into space, mostly Russia. And I don't know if that kind of was good for cooperation a bit between nations, but we needed to have our own space program. And it's good to see, these private industries getting involved. We can start getting people up there without having to go through Russia.
Yeah, that's always a bonus.
Yeah. And welcome, Mr. CCDV.
And Mr. CCDV, speaking of him, his ears must have been burning. Commercial space travel will make it better. NASA has to study the study of 5-year study before they do anything.
Yeah, he's about right.
Now. It's 5
There's
years.
Some truth in that.
That's quick. 5-year study? Isn't that like a 10-year study of the 20-year study? At any rate, although NASA had wonderful beginnings, they had
there's that.
They had upstanding gentlemen as the leaders of NASA.
You want to elaborate on
that? Yeah.
Speaking of the certain German political party.
Yeah. Sorry.
And welcome, Random Menace.
Yes, welcome.
And good morning again, Mr. CCDV.
Oh, yeah. If you see History with R&R in any chat, I see you. That was me. Also, if you see Rambling Canuck in a chat, it's me. Because Rambling Canuck is my alt channel. Yeah,
I go by Professor Brainy Specs. So if you see that name, that's me.
Professor Brainy Specs is Jeff. Rambling Canuck, aka History with R&R, is me. Because I technically have 2 channels. I have this one, which is my serious channel, where I deal with history and topics of that choice. And then Rambling Canuck is the one where I throw karaoke and my What If series and Star Trek, Star Wars, wrestling, all my nerdy stuff sits on Rambling Canuck, and then history is on this channel. So, yeah, which is why my better half is Mrs. Canuck, because we do a Minecraft stream together on Rambling Canuck. So, but yes, so if you see history with R&R in a chat, it's me. And then also, if you see Rambling Canuck in a chat, it's me, because I have multi-personality. It just depends on which. Honestly, it just depends on which channel I have up at the time.
I don't know. Both personalities are pretty similar, if you ask.
Pretty similar, yeah. Yeah. The only difference is this channel, we try to keep it facts and stuff like that, and I try not to joke around too much, as much as I do on Rambling Canuck. But
more serious tone.
More serious tone, yeah. And then Rambling Canuck, I just joke around and have fun and make a complete fool of myself every Saturday and sing. And then Mary blows everybody away, my better half, because she can actually sing. So it makes for a wonderful duo on Saturday.
She has a lovely voice. I'll agree with you there.
And yes, Mary's Game Room, that's Mary's actual channel, Mrs. Canuck. So that's her channel. She does board games and gaming of all shapes and sizes, but mainly board games, and then some online games like Uno and what is it called? Something Mars. I don't remember. But
that's a new one by me.
Yeah,
maybe I need to watch her game stream.
Oh yeah. They her and Mark play it all the time, but there's an online version as well. Help me out, Mary. What's the Mars game, or Mark? Transforming Mars. There we go. Thank you, Mark.
Oh.
Yeah, that's always an interesting game. Mark basically says
terraforming.
Terraforming Mars. Mark always says that he's going to lose, and then he wins most of the time, some of the time, and then also, while we're at it, I'm going to give a congratulations to Mary's Game Room, or Mrs. Canuck, to say that they did a wonderful job last year. All year long, Mary did a Extra Life campaign. They were very successful. And they not only reached their goal, but they blew their goal away by leaps and bounds. And they got within the top 200 campaigns within Extra Life. So congratulations to my dear. They did awesome.
Congratulations, Mary.
And last Saturday, they finally wrapped it up with Mark the Infinitely Tired becoming Mark the Infinitely Bald. Because he had said that if they reached a certain goal, he would shave his head, and he was a man of his word. And last Saturday on their live stream, Mark got his head shaved. So, but yes, if you like board games, tune into Mary's Game Room, my better half. Every second Saturday, every second Wednesday, and every second Monday, they have a live stream, and it'll either be a board game or it'll be an online game. But it's always a fun night. That's my little promotion for them.
Mary, put a link into your chat.
Mary, you'll probably have to. Actually, I can do this. Hold on. Do. What the heck? Why won't they? Okay, now I'm annoyed. Oh, it's because I'm on YouTube. Duh. Pick the right one. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah. Just put your link in chat. I keep forgetting that I'm looking at both chats. Okay. There. Now it won't be as confusing. I wanted to make sure Mary had a mod under both names. But yeah, so there we go. There's Mary's YouTube channel. Do check it out.
Yay.
They have fun Saturday streams. Their Monday streams are a little bit more off the wall, shall we say. Usually involves Mark losing at one game or another. And yes, throwing water bottles usually works. Mary does it all the time. Mark usually is on the receiving end.
Mark sounds like he gets abused on that channel.
No. He deserves every inch of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yes, Castle says bring popcorn. Yes. Always bring popcorn. Or Castle will supply because he always has an abundance of it.
Oh, now Mark is disagreeing. He says he does get abused.
Yeah, but this is Mark talking. Nobody listens to Mark.
Poor guy.
He also has to come to terms with his wonderful hat that he's got a picture of him in that says Mary's always right.
Well, yeah, all I got to say, Mark, is you seem to like it because you keep going back.
Yeah, see, as Mary says, don't listen to Mark. No. Yeah, don't listen to Mark. But at any rate, I'm going to end this here, and I'm going to hold off.
Just want to give a shout out to the other channel that I'm on frequently.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
We're live streaming on Sundays, pretty much every Sunday at 4:30 Eastern time. Let me put a link into the chat for that. So if you like Star Trek, if you like quiz shows, this is channel for you. We have a lot of fun. I think a lot of people come for the banter. Yes. Between the people that are usually on the show. I'm the scorekeeper, the referee. Then we have Conti, who is the host of the show. He comes up with the questions. I review the questions. He usually overrules me when I have an objection, but that's part of the banter. Yeah. And we have Zoe and Paul, who are the usual captains. We have two teams, and they captain each team. And then we have two guests that come on, and they help out the captains trying to answer the questions that Conti comes up with. And it's a lot of fun. Score really doesn't matter in the end, but just a lot of fun. And if you'd like to be on the show, come on the show. We invite people up from the people in the text chat. So if you want to be on the show, just show up and say, I'd like to be on the show. And we'll have some fun. Star Trek and a quiz show. Yes. And most of the time they talk about things that even as a Star Trek fan, I go, what? When? Oh, that episode halfway through. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I deal with my fandoms the same way I drive. Don't give me street names. Give me landmarks. But at any rate, with that, I'm going to thank everyone for joining us. As I said, Friday we will have the roundtable, and on Saturday we will have the Remembrance of Doom at 4:05. And speaking of Doom, as Doom would always say at the end of every live stream or the end of every show, no matter what time of day it was, thank you and good night.